Good morning and welcome in to Tom and Tricia and Easter Trivia.
That's right. Trivia with Tom and Tricia. We love it.
Yeah,
we
that's
love
it.
it. So I've got some trivia questions for Tom and for you today. So
Yeah, you guys answer them quicker than me, okay?
That's right. That's right. So go ahead and type in those answers if you know the answers to these questions. So we're so excited Easter coming up next week. So wanted to kind of just throw some questions out there.
Throw them,
The
baby.
first one we've got, while in Bethany, Jesus brought a good friend of his back to life. What was the man's name?
Lazarus.
Lazarus, that's right. I didn't even have to do the da-da-das.
Hey.
How many times, question number 2, how many times did Jesus come back to wake the disciples when they were caught sleeping while Jesus was praying in the Garden of Gethsemane?
How many?
3 times, that's right. So there are actually, this is a multiple choice, but he's not letting me do the multiples, but you know, it's okay. 3 times he came back. How do you know that?
Because the Bible tells me so.
The Bible tells you so. And we've actually, that's part of our Easter production that we're getting ready to come up and do in Easter. So that we'll actually
reminder.
see that. That's right. It's a good reminder there. Next question, number 3. In what city did Jesus, Mary, and Joseph live?
That would have been Nazareth.
Nazareth, that's right, that's right. So, moving on to question number 4.
Number 4.
For the first miracle performed by Jesus, he turned water into what liquid while at a wedding with his mother and friends?
Wine.
Wine, that's right. Water. These are easy questions.
Yeah.
I think we should bring
We're
the
not getting
kiddos
into
in
the
on these questions.
deeper theological things yet.
No. That was very interesting. That was his first miracle, was
Yeah.
a wedding, wasn't it? At a wedding. What sea, this is question number 5, what sea did Jesus calm in Mark 4 with just the words, peace be still?
Okay, do your do.
Da 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 da. Da.
Galilee.
The Sea of Galilee, that is right. That is an interesting fact about the Dead Sea, which is not the Sea of Galilee, but
Right.
it's the Dead Sea in Jerusalem, that it has been drying up for quite a while now. And that is actually in prophecy.
Yep.
That when we're in those last days, the Dead Sea will have dried up and that it will be partially healed, right?
Keep your eyes on Israel.
Keep your eyes on Israel. We're in those times. Question number 6. In what city did Mary give birth to Jesus?
Well, that would have been Bethlehem.
Bethlehem. Why were they there? Do you know?
Yes, it was the time of the tax enumeration.
The census.
The census,
They
that's
were
what it
taking
was.
a census. So
Census,
that's right.
that's the word.
That's right. And so Joseph was from Bethlehem. So Mary and the family was from Nazareth, but they lived in Nazareth. But in order to complete their census, they had to travel back to Bethlehem. So that's why they were in Bethlehem.
Isn't that awesome?
When Jesus was born.
How God set all that up long
That's right,
ago.
and it fulfilled prophecy.
Yeah, we hear about that in Isaiah.
Yeah, we sure do. All kinds of interesting connections and how Jesus fulfilled all of those prophecies of old throughout the Bible, and that was one of them. That was a big event there. Number 7, when Jesus was baptized in the Jordan River, and he was baptized by John the Baptist, what bird came down from heaven?
A dove.
A dove. The Holy Spirit descended upon him like a dove. That's right. What an amazing event that had to have been. Oh my goodness.
Especially when they heard the actual voice of God.
Heard the voice of God. The heavens opened up and they heard the voice of God speaking.
Imagine.
Wow.
I can't quite imagine
What an amazing experience that had to be, just to be somebody looking on, a passerby, just to see that whole experience and to hear the voice of God. Wow. Number 8, which disciple was not in Bethany when Jesus ascended into heaven in Luke 24?
Well, it could have only been one, and that would have been the betrayer, Judas.
Judas, that's right. Number 9, how old was Jesus when he first talked to the elders at the temple in Jerusalem?
He was just a young lad of 12.
12 years old, that is correct. That is right. Number 10, last question. This is the last trivia question.
This must
for
be
the
a
day.
hard one.
What is another name for Calvary, the place where Jesus was crucified?
Do you know? Golgotha.
Golgotha, also called the place of the skull. That is right. Well, good job, Tom Dyer.
Hey.
Great job on
Solid 100.
Easter trivia there. That's right. Good job for that. We've got some announcements for you
Hey,
today.
first of all, before we talk about
Yes.
that, what is up with this weather?
Oh my word, it is so cold.
35 degrees this morning when I got up. 35 degrees? It's the middle of April, for crying out loud.
I know, we're like, it's wintertime, it's wintertime.
And we understand it was snowing over in Clemson early yesterday.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, well, I
That's
didn't
right down the
think to
road,
mention it
just
to
a
you.
hop, skip, and a jump.
Here, I think we are done with that now because it's supposed to be warming up into the 70s, even to 80 this coming week.
Tom is the weatherman at our house.
Somebody's got to keep up with it.
He keeps up with the weather. He keeps up with the weather.
Somebody has to do it.
We've got some announcements.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about Awaken. That's coming up July 22nd through 25th in Garden City, South Carolina.
That's our old home place.
It is. The last day for early registration is this Sunday, today, April 10th. If you have not been to Awaken and you would like to go, today is the day. Be sure to register for that. Early registration is $225 and regular registration is $275. So be sure to register.
You want to save that $50.
That's right. We have cards at the front, but it's got this nice little QR code. I don't know if you can even see that, but if you can scan that QR code right there and get registered for that.
We've got a few other things coming up too, Tricia.
Yes.
The mission trip to South America is in October 15th through the 22nd. And this will be a construction and medical trip for both men and women.
Yes.
And the cost is $2,000. So you want to, if you're thinking about doing that, you want to go ahead and start getting things together, maybe doing some fundraisers or that sort of thing, get some sponsors. And by the way, COVID vaccinations are required to do that trip.
That is right.
Just keep that in mind.
Yep, certain countries are still requiring this COVID vaccine.
So what else we got going on?
We've got the Walk to Jerusalem. They are almost there. We've got a lot of folks that have signed up to do the Walk to Jerusalem.
Yeah.
So it helps them to get fit, and they walk the same distance it would be to walk to Jerusalem. And so they're almost there.
So they combine those miles, right?
They log their miles on the bulletin board to make sure they can hit those by Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
So that's the goal. Is they start at the beginning of the year and they try to go to Easter Sunday. There's also a Biggest Loser competition going on at the church right now. We've got folks that are weighing in each week and trying to get trying to get in shape. So that's really awesome because God gave us these bodies to treat as a temple, so we have to really pay attention to what we put in them and what we do for them.
I eat too much chocolate, so that's my downfall.
God gave us chocolate too, right?
Yeah, that's right.
We do have water baptism.
Yeah, we got water baptism. We don't know exactly what the date is because it's not listed on here, but you need to contact the church office by April 19th if you or somebody you know is interested in water baptism. And that is an awesome step in your walk with the Lord. So